Right, we're going to move on now to this next story. This is in The Independent with the so-called ULEZ conspiracies. Should we get Lewis Schaefer on the phone?
Yeah, I think we probably should. There's not. Who knows where he is at this time of night when he's not here?
Oh, I daren't even ask.
No, I wouldn't.
Prowling some heath.
He'll be a heath guaranteed.
Yeah, eating sheep, live sheep.
The way you tasted the other night, sheep were definitely involved.
Yes, because you snogged him, didn't you?
Yeah, well,
anyway, story.
Well, I just went completely Schaefferian then, didn't I? Camera attacks and conspiracy theories. How ULEZ has become a vigilante battleground. London's ultra-low admission zone is set to expand on Tuesday, despite vocal backlash. Now, what I would say about this article is it aims to seek the truth out behind the wild conspiracies that are going on.
Yeah.
But in doing so, it entirely fans the flames of these vigilante groups, and it uses a number of things, I think, to create their own conspiracy theories, because this isn't about seeking the truth. This is written by the Independent, and I think what they're trying to do here, I mean, straight away they say things like Mr. Khan this week claimed the backlash has been weaponised by conspiracy theorists and COVID deniers. Very emotive language. Some posts use the hashtag Londonistan, which is a term used as a racist or Islamic phobic tweets to attack Mr. Khan. They've definitely taken his side on this, and what they have done is they've entirely pushed to one side any claims that anyone might have about this potential tax on people within London.
Well, I mean, it really will affect people's lifestyles, won't it? Well, their livelihoods. You know, expanding this to Greater London. I didn't realise there were vigilantes actually going around basically attacking the cameras, smashing up the cameras. Well, Victor, this is the place to confess to it, live TV. I think that's exactly the right way to do it. And it's interesting that Khan is talking about how he is on the right side of history. That's always a dangerous justification.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here, and I don't think Khan's doing anything wrong, because I looked into this, and basically, apart from charging people in Croydon £12.50, which is a bang out of order, should be at least just £1. But apart from that, the cars, if your car is older than 2015 for diesel and 2005 for normal petrol, well, basically, then just change your car.
What if people can't afford to change their car?
Sell it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
But then the car that they've got to buy...
It's got to be low emission, though.
The thing about this is it does overtly impact on a certain part of the demographic in Greater London, which is those that necessarily can't afford the cars that they have to get to be compliant. So to just dismiss that as conspiracy theorists and racists, and if you've seen any of the town hall events, these aren't racist because, I mean, they represent London, all colours and creeds and religions. They're not racist. I mean, what he's done is he's honed in on a very specific minority of those vigilantes and said, we're going to focus in on them because they're white and bad.
Do you think there's anything in this suggestion that Labour effectively wants a carless society? I mean, Khan's talking about by 2041 he wants 80% of all travel in London to be on foot.
We say Labour, but isn't it just all of them?
Is it just... yeah, well, I mean, that might be the case. I've been told that on Twitter since we discussed this last night. A lot of people saying this is across the board.
It is cross-party.
I mean, yeah, it is cross-party, and the Tories are very much committed to net zero as well, so maybe it's unfair just to go after Khan about this.
I agree. And do you know what? There is... This story lends itself to so many facets of what we, as colloquially become known as the culture war. Everybody says they want to try and achieve Vision Zero.
Yeah.
I talked about the Emperor's Clothes earlier, and one thing nobody's admitting is how unachievable it is by a certain point in time. And the trouble with that is, when you politicise things like this, you throw out all the good stuff.
Yeah.
You deny the people that can't afford the car changes, and you also deny the people that believe that this is saving the planet. And somewhere in the middle is the truth here.
I don't think there's people that can't afford the car. Sell your car and buy a new car.
There are definitely people who are... look, I mean, a lot of these environmental policies tend to impact working class people. I mean, the poorer people.
Yeah, but if you've got a car, sell it, add a little bit more and buy a new one.
Okay. Well, that's Victor's suggestion. Anyone worried about ULEZ, now you know what to do.